Because he's too cheap, his internet went out. That's what's happening. I'm Mo Parser T. That is...
Can't be wasting a T.
His name is John. He's also Mr. Midnight. I'd like to show you to him. Or show you him. But he's just... He's some kind of pissed off right now. Anyway, this is the Real MAXX Adventures 2021 edition. I'm, once again, Mo Parser T. Also known as Josh. He is...
John, Mr. Midnight.
So, this is our day one conversation, just to describe kind of what we went through. Ford versus Ferrari, Tenet, Wolf of Wall Street, 1917, and Inglourious Bastards. That was all day one.
That's correct.
And what a fucking day that was.
What a day that was.
What a day that was. Fucking Nolan, though, man. God. So, Ford, we started with Ford v Ferrari. That was brilliant. I mean, there's nothing to say. You can't. There's nothing.
It was definitely the most well-rounded production by far. No, I wouldn't say by far, but it's definitely the number one.
Well-rounded production by far.
Yes.
By far.
Yes.
I mean,
not only by far. There's a couple that were tapping on his butt. A lot of them were.
Every movie had a moment like that. So if you're going to judge it like that, it's still the most well-rounded.
It is. But it's,
production.
But there's a couple that we didn't know. We'll talk about those later.
Like Tenet. Let me tell you about Tenet.
I had to fix it twice just to make it watchable. Watchable.
Fucking...
Not enjoyable.
Listen,
not enjoyable. Watchable.
Yeah, look, I love Nolan as much as the next person, and if you're watching, if it just randomly pops up on TV, whether you're talking Dark Knight, doesn't fucking matter. Any Nolan movie, enjoy it. You ever come here? Don't recommend a Nolan movie.
Nope, not happening.
Because it's
will not work.
It's just so bad. And the movie itself wasn't that good, man. Like, I don't...
When I saw it, no. It has moments. It had some
moments. It has some badass moments. And yes, the ending kind of pays off all the fucking confusion from the first act. The second act,
right.
Less confusing, but... That was our first time, both of us seeing it.
An investment in that I can no longer watch ever again.
Pretty much.
Really?
That's pretty much it. What we can watch again is Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
Brilliant production. I mean, there's nothing else to say to that. I mean,
it sells itself.
It sells itself. That's it. Yeah. I mean, character presence. Just delivery.
Fun,
all that shit.
Entertaining, engaging. Doesn't stop.
Doesn't
seem like that entire time is 3 hours. It does go out pretty fast.
It does go a long time. But it doesn't feel like that.
I mean,
which is great. Absolutely great.
Who doesn't want to see Leo doing his thing along with Margot Robbie? Who doesn't want to see that?
Hot.
That's all I'm saying.
Hot.
That's all I'm saying.
But she's great at what she does.
That's all I'm saying.
It just helps that she looks amazing.
For sure. She is probably tied or very close to the best female lead performance this entire weekend. I hate to say it.
No, you got a very good point. I never even thought about that. There's no female lead in 1917, and that's what we're going to talk about next. That was my first time seeing it. He saw it in theater. I'm not going to lie, man.
I immediately knew when I saw it in theater, like, this is a real MAXX movie. And it was, for sure. It's a ride from start to finish.
It is definitely a ride from start to finish. Look, what Sam Mendes and his crew did to be able to make that movie genuinely look like it was a one-shot. Because it does.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I counted 3 moments. Unless you're looking for it, you would miss them. But I caught at least 3 cuts. But even in that, again, that's what this adventure is. We're looking for those sort of things. dude, if 3 cuts is all I found, and the rest of it was fucking
Solid.
I mean, just
Solid. I mean, it is such an entertaining piece of work.
And it doesn't
I mean, there was some serious thinking in this, some engineering to make it work.
I mean, like with what they and it didn't kill us. It didn't kill us. We've watched some serious stuff that puts out some serious fucking pressure. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I'm. That's the right.
Yeah, you're pressurizing the environment.
Like Man of Steel. We tried Man of Steel. Check out the other videos on the channel. Man of Steel. That was no bueno. That was a 2020 edition, by the way. Who knew 2020 was going to turn out? That was post 2019 2020, not 2020 as it will be remembered.
Yeah. Good old days.
And that was a movie. Yeah, the good old days, right? That was movie number 4, and our final movie for the day was *Inglourious Bastards*. Now, for those who don't know, when you do this event, this adventure in the real MAXX, these movies genuinely have a potential to really beat your ass up. Yes, you're just sitting in a chair, but they physically, mentally.
You're getting moved, jarred. You're getting physically displaced by air.
It's.
You're getting beat up.
It's that. I mean, that's the basic way to describe it. That's what it is. So, 1917 actually did a really good job of not destroying you, but you definitely knew when shit was happening.
Yes.
*Inglourious Bastards* is another good one to do that.
Dynamic.
It's dynamic. There are no moments that are hot.
Right.
But man, when a gun goes off, fuck, dude. If you don't jump at listen, it's one thing to jump at a horror movie. It's another thing to just jump at basic shit that happens in every other fucking movie in your adult life, like a gunshot going off, or somebody yelling, or glass shattering. Like, what the fuck? You know, shit like that. If you had to pick one, now again, *Inglourious Bastards* great. It's Tarantino, fucking awesome. Arguably,
incredible.
And this guy changed my opinion on it.
Incredible.
The opening scene in that movie is the greatest opening scene.
Oh, for sure.
In any film.
For sure. Hands down.
Period.
For sure.
But you got to pay attention to everything, otherwise it doesn't work. But okay, so now in closing, what was your favorite movie of day one? I'll tell you what my favorite movie of day one, and then we'll see if we match. And be honest, look at all aspects, because there's one other one that I'm leaning towards, only because
I mean, the most rewatchable one, the most fun one for me, is Wolf of Wall Street. But Ford versus Ferrari probably is definitely the most well-rounded, fun, non-abusive, just a great, good, feel-good movie across the board.
you could watch it more frequently than Wolf of Wall Street, I think. Not just because of time constraint, but
I don't know, man. I watch it all the time. I love it. Not all the time, but a
Well,
lot. I love it.
I mean, same thing with me.
But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm between 1917 and Ford versus Ferrari. Only because I had just seen 1917. As unbiased as I can be, I think I would still lean to Ford v Ferrari.
I hear you.
Only for this simple fact is that it just delivers everything that you really, really want in a movie.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna sit down and waste 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours of your life, why not do it with Ford v Ferrari?
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, that's what we got out of day one. I hope you guys share your opinions about these movies. We would greatly appreciate it. Tell them,
Absolutely.
like,
Sure,
obviously,
of course.
you know. I mean,
we do. We try to find the best of the best for audible and visual and tactical modal language transfer. So, and some of them actually did deliver in that regard.
A lot more than we thought. But so that's day one of the Real Max Adventures 2021 edition. I'm Mopar SRT. He is
Mr. Midnight.
Y'all have a good day. See you in the next one.